Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person on your mind. What is going on? What are their intentions? Where are we headed? What are their feelings? Anything that you should know about this connection that maybe you don't know? Spirit, please share with me loving messages for my Aries. What is it that you want them to know at this time? What is it that you need them to hear? I am listening for you now. Do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature, here to build new and better worlds. Allow yourself to go and do that. A little bit of follow your own path, go to the beat of your own drum, okay? Just because somebody else is in a relationship and they went through certain stages or phases doesn't mean that's going to work for you, you know. Just do it whatever works for you, you know. It's like stepping outside of the norm, or you don't have to follow the leader, so to speak. Maybe you are the leader. I have inner strength. Don't lose yourself in things you can't change. Focus on the things you can change. Attitude, mindset, energy. You've got everything you need. I hear that a lot with people who are single and struggling. You know, I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of learning lessons. I'm tired of being patient. You know, I get it. But, you know, all of those things do build you up, and all of those things do raise your vibration. And that really is what attracts somebody to you. So be strong, be yourself, all that good stuff. And one more of these, forge a new path. Oh, I like that. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. So yeah, maybe I'm making some different choices this time, right? Maybe instead of doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working, I'm going to try some new things. So in a new path, I'm just going to say a new path opens. Sometimes we're just waiting for that like break, right? We're waiting for some kind of, you know, introduction, or that little bit of a window opening, that door opening to start something new. So let's go with that for a second. A new path opens. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Four of Wands. Beautiful. I have a Four of Swords. And I have a Chariot. So after a period of rest, I'm picking up pace, is how it just came into me. So it was a sense of meeting somebody. Maybe I don't know, started out slow, but now it's picking up pace. It's almost a feeling of I was building a foundation, whether it's I'm getting to know you, we've been talking a lot, something like that. And we have been talking about what it is that we both want for our future. I feel like this person, now whether we've talked, I mean, we're not obviously to the point where somebody's giving you a diamond ring, but I do feel like this person's open to a commitment. They're more traditional than you would know. They are open to the idea of it. I don't, they're putting it on the back burner for now, Spirit just said. But I do feel like it's not something that we would talk about in the future, okay? Maybe we're just not talking about it right now. The Cancer energy here coming in, but let's see what else they're saying. I have an Ace of Wands, so growth, potential. I can feel it. I have an Aries energy with my Emperor. I have the Star and Aquarius energy. And I have a Devil, a Capricorn. So that came into me as I'm very tempted. Like this Ace could be, I'm just going to say temptation, not necessarily anything toxic or bad for a second. I'm just going to use the word temptation. Maybe this is the first person that I have been physical with in a long time. And it just is kind of off the charts, you know, like the temptation is off the charts, or the The chemistry, it could be as simple as the chemistry is off the charts. And sometimes when that happens, you start to think, is that all this is? But other times it just starts out that way. It starts out with, we're just totally into each other. This person's into you and they want you and they can't keep their hands off of you. It's that kind of energy. And so, okay, it doesn't mean that they don't care about you. It doesn't mean that they don't want more, someday. But right now I feel like it's probably a very physical connection. They're saying this Emperor is very strong. I have a 7 of Pentacles and I have a Death, Scorpio energy. So I'm going to say this kind of, I need to rebuild energy, an ending, a divorce, coming out of something. So they could be just working on another area of their life. Maybe that's why they're saying, everything's possible, anything's possible. I just want to put, those types of decisions on the back burner for a while. I have a 10 of Wands. I've got some responsibility on my plate. I have kids. I got to put kids through college. I got kids in grade school. I have, things that I'm working on. But the good news is that I'm totally into you, and I don't want to mislead you. I want to let you know how I'm feeling. So they're not saying no to a future, that's for sure. But they're not ready to talk about it. That's okay. I think that maybe it's just too early. It's in the early stages. Spirit, please share with me. I'm being honest, having a heart-to-heart conversation. It's safe to talk to about your feelings to this person. So I really am enjoying being with you, or I really hope that this continues. I really hope that, we stay like this, because I feel like the intimacy is really close. Open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And I want to say both ways. If somebody shows you the first time that they are a cheater or a liar, believe them. It will keep repeating. But if somebody shows you that they're a good person, they give you the shirt off your back, they help strangers, they're generous, they donate their time to help you, so there's good people and bad people, right? So you open your eyes to the good in somebody. Maybe that's what Spirit's showing you. Like there's more to this connection than chemistry. You are enough. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. So this person probably loves it just said to me, they know what they're getting into. Okay. So that could be that you have small children, that you're a package, that maybe you're pulling yourself out of something. Maybe you've got some debt that you have to work on. They know what they're getting into, is what Spirit said. Okay. So if you feel like you're worried that you're going to lose somebody for some reason, I'm not feeling it that way. I'm feeling that they kind of have a big picture of what, who you are and, what the starting point is, so to speak. Spirit, please share with me what is going on around this connection. I have boundaries. Okay. So I'm setting some boundaries. I don't want just a physical connection. I'm not looking for just a casual connection. Okay. So that could be something we talk about. I don't want to feel trapped. I don't want to feel like that could be coming from your person. Like I'm not ready to settle down again, or I'm not ready to commit to any one person for the rest of my life again. So they could still have that feeling of, I just set myself free. And I love being with you. I love spending time with you, but it took me a long time to be free. Also, doesn't mean that they're, they want to be single and in a relationship with you at the same time. It just means that they don't want to put themselves in a position they're not going to be happy with. I have lust. Okay. So could be lust. We want to make sure it's not just lust. We want to make sure it's love. I have isolation. I don't want to be alone again. So this feels like it just feels good to have this person in your life. Okay. But it has to be for the right reasons. It can't be, it's just nice to have somebody to make love to, or somebody who comes over and we're physical every once in a while. It has to be for the right reasons. Okay. So we want to spend some time together, doing a lot of other things. Spirit, can I have some initials? First initials, last initials, anything that will confirm this connection? I have the letter D. I have an F. I have an E, the G, the W. I have an S, an I, T, J, M, Z. And I do have some new letters. These I've been using, and these are a little bit harder because they're 2 letters. They are the first letter, second letter of either the first name or the last name. Okay, so they are, I think, a little bit more accurate, but they're harder. So don't worry if you don't get your person either. This is a general reading for a lot of different people. So, but if you do, that's fun and it's great. I have the letter D, E, C, A. I have an H, E. I have a C, R, T, I, G, A, N, A, and I have an R, O. Okay, so those could be confirming for some of you. Let's get the feelings. Right now, I want to say I'm totally into you. And I'm going to say that's the starting point. Maybe we just don't have enough information. Maybe we just don't have enough time into this person to know, what's next, other than this person saying, I just got out of something and I just can't be trapped again. Not that you're going to trap them, but they're saying, I just can't do it for myself. So it could be something as simple as that. I don't know how to say it. Maybe they're struggling with, I really love to be with you. Don't get me wrong. I'm hoping that this continues, but they're not going to make any promises. Is how I feel right now. Not necessarily forever, but for today. Will others accept us? Maybe there's a difference between us. I don't know. Maybe we are different religions, races, age difference, something like that. I wouldn't worry about. The only 2 people that are in this relationship are the 2 of you. So they're really the only 2 people that matter, right? Nobody else gets a vote as to whether you should stay together or you should end it. Nobody else can put in their 2 cents and give you their advice and say, well, that's not what I would do. No, you're the only 2 people who know what's going on in this connection. So you're a big boy or girl. You can do this. Let's go on an adventure. Let's just see where this takes us is really the energy. I just need a little more time. I would say that that's true. I want to be with you. Let me get used to the idea of being in a relationship. I see marriage in our future. I would say that I think that this person, they're open to the idea. They're not there yet. Okay. It could be in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. If you want to be with this person for the rest of your life, you're going to be with this person. So you just need to give them time is how I feel. I have doubts. That's doubts of, everybody has doubts. If they ended another marriage and they're heading into another big relationship that could turn into a second marriage, everybody has those doubts of, I don't want to have a second failed marriage or a third failed marriage, so it's really difficult. I haven't forgotten you. I know what you want. that came in. I sabotage myself. Maybe they pull away from fear. They know that they've been doing that recently. I fear the unknown, but I want this. I think that that's really what's going on. Okay. The fear is, I know that You're the type of person that's going to want a commitment someday. You're the type of person that's going to want to take this to the next level. I know you don't want just a casual relationship. I know you don't want to feel like you're being used. So, and that's not their intention. But are they fearing the unknown? Yes. Neither of you know what's ahead of you. But the good news is that you're enjoying each other and the chemistry's off the charts. So take it for what it is for now. And then the next step, the next level will unfold naturally in time. That's how I see it. I think you guys will get to where you want to be eventually. It's just going to take time to unfold. So let's put this out to the universe and ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words, everybody. If you are interested in a private reading, I'll put my website link below, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel, my Twin Flame channel, and I'll put those links below as well. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Aries. We'll see you again real soon.